So we're gonna finish this case up, and then we'll play some Elden Ring. Not Elden Ring. Jesus, we'll play some Lethal Company. Just making sure I don't take up all the. Really too bad. I was making sure I don't take up all the subtitles. So does Maya know that she turns into Mia and gets older? Tomorrow is the last day we have. Ah. Let's do it. The Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Weren't you paying attention as your sister? Yeah. Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. They mentioned there was 2 suits, so obviously someone had one, someone had the other. Was the director and the producer behind this? Because the director's short, so they would be dragging their flags behind. Did Hammer save What's-His-Nuts by drugging him that day? Oh, more interesting. What happened to the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear the producer and the director are both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Or both. Really? Why? Because the scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. Well, if you notice anything that might help us, I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. Okay, she can't. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Alright. Maybe we should go talk to WP? Let's do that. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. But could you not look like you're burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. You're both useless. Producer Vasts. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, no one dare tells her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, she had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. He has a crush on her. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Someone has a crush on somebody. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. Vasquez? He brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Everyone knows the name Salmonella. Salmonella. He's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can't imagine him being at her beck and call. I can't imagine him jumping. Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions like Global. I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. All right. Miss Oldbag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Shh, don't fucking get her going. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think your guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. I was wondering about Diva Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, studio's people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Alright. Keep your secrets then. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's a soft pushover. This is where Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. He probably does. Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. No, it doesn't at all. But Mr. Hammer. I heard what you said today, cheeky whippersnappers. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief? I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal powers as costumes so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Okay. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Oh, did that have... Hold on one sec. Bum, bum. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. 31. There we go. Excuse me. But why? What if someone called him? Like the director or the producer? I actually went the wrong way. I want to go to the employee area first. Just to knock this place off the list. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Well, one of their stars is dead and the other's in jail, so... The show will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's any clues lying around. No touching. God damn it, Gumshoe. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I take the plate back to the precinct. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills. See? If there's traces, it'll change color. Neat! What are you waiting for? Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on his plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found in the employee area, on it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, detective? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. feel kind of bad for Edgeworth, though. Fuck him. How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Talk about burnt spell. The fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim jackhammer's prints in the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Bears jackhammer's fingerprints. Fear of Edgeworth? No, Edgeworth. How you doing, King? Alright, we're gonna look over everything so I don't get lost again. I really wish it wouldn't, like, renew it if it had not changed. Fury of Edgeworth. Yeet. The remains of the employees' lunch were scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Okay, that's everything here. Okay. Let's go in here. Oh, hey, Penny. You're the murderer. I know you are. You're too innocent for your own well-being. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room of evidence because you're the murderer. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? WP's innocent. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. No furry fury. No furry. No. I was wondering if I talked to you about Mr. Hammer. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Oh, I thought he went to Studio 1. Hey, Pep. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? It's totally Penny, dude. I'm calling this. Why'd Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Viquez said that Miss Viquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. I like Maya. So 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during the filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean the last episode of the Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Oh, poor Maya. I was like, I hear that Global Studio is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. But why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studio decided. The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? Over the kids who love the Steel Samurai. It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. The program just ends. They'll be heartbroken for sure. Well, you'll be heartbroken. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is culture here. Here, take a look at this. Take that! And this is... A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I think you understand that better than anyone. she's the murderer, dude. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Viquez, managed to hush it up. And that's when the dirt she had on, and that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Hammer will do anything Miss Viquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what happened to his career if word got out. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her. Oh, my controller. Just what I was worried about. One sec. If she'll talk. All right, let's go see Oldbag. After we make sure there's nothing new here. I can feel Maya's eyes burning the back of my neck. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. Stop trying to pin the murder on Penny. It's totally Penny. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? It's either Penny or it's the producer and director together. Not quite as spiky as usual, I see. Our hair! Oh, sorry, I haven't cleaned up there yet. Is there evidence of sleeping pills there? Alright, that's everything here. Let's go see Oldbag then. What, you still slinking around? You like the place so much, why don't you take it over for me? Old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. She got fucking rabies. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. I'll come back later.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Nicholas. Nichols? Nicholas. Penny Nicholas. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. We heard about the incident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I don't have proof yet, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have proof yet. Oh, apparently I do have proof. Huzzah! What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Well, it's letting me back out of here, so I'm assuming I either have the evidence or I just softlock the game. Okay, we got her. Nice. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. My soul bag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite the stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. Holy fuck. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. You see. We have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to do any harm to anyone. Hold on a minute. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, that's why that thing is bent. Oh my god. Someone died on that thing. Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the trailer in Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy at the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell off onto the flower box fence. Damn. How did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Okay. So let's go over to Studio 2 then. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Okay, we're just gonna go through all of this stuff, make sure we get everything again. Can you both notice there's no fucking bones on the plate? Please? That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, we saw someone get fucking impaled on it, Nick. Okay, and we know the door is nothing. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, God. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. Miss Fade's blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh, dear. Hoo boy. I was waiting for you to tell me about Mr. Manila. You must talk about that man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Is he in the trailer? Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems like it's pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high of getting that rare card she needed. Okay, this should all be the same. Fuck, I'm telling you, dude. It's totally Penny. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, then we're done here. You won't talk to us. There's nothing here we can examine. I can't even go to studio. Oh, yeah, right. I don't have the key anymore. That's right. That is right. Thank you for showing me whatever it was. I wish I could think of some way to help me. Okay, so it's no good to show you. Okay, so he doesn't give a shit about anything. But he doesn't have anything to tell us. So I missed something? Wait, let's show the photo to... She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? Which means a security later, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Viquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Are you gonna murder me? I don't know if I want to go in there, dude. She's gonna fucking kill me. What were you talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. That's what it was, wasn't it? You sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. You were the cause. You pressured him. And I think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spill everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? This is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he let me run his life for over 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. Believe you me. Madam? Well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo to the studio. Hey, guys, Zen. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He would have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is a valuable evidence. We're gonna fucking die? How you doing, Zen? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care at all about it? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Erase away. We're fucking dead? Gumshoe, my hero! You're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Thanks, Gumshoe. You're my favorite character now. Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we're running into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Vasquez. Vasquez. Gumshoe's actually useful. Yeah, man, he saved our lives. Final day, trial. Oh, we don't have Mia, we have Maya? Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a little bit on edge today. May I call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls on Miss D. Vasquez to take the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. I like how we're not asking for her name and occupation anymore. Huh? No. Okay, this is Edgeworth's time. He's going to get it this time. Surely. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Poor guy. D. Vasquez, I'm producer for Global Studios. Good for him. Good job, Edgeworth. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer for Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. You must pontificate? Do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. As I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in a meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. Judge? You were fatigued, so you had Saul take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Though it might be risky to walk with with that monkey's head toppling over. Manella used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Oh god. Hi, Ace. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. Unfortunately, lost his case. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. It was a 15-minute break. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No. I mean, someone else? One person's enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had the time to eat a T-bone steak. Provide some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. The fact that there's fucking bones missing? Is that actually it? Can I do this? Will this fucking do damage to me? Because I know they didn't eat T-bone steaks. But I don't know why I'm so, like, hell-bent on this fixation of T-bone steaks. I'm gonna try. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at the table inside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. And what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Murder, Your Honor. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Are you saying yes, Your Honor? As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Yeah. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Any day, Vasquez. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy... How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I don't know. That's not my problem. It's not impossible. Well, maybe not impossible, but... Silence you. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I would have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, Wright. If you still think she did it, show us proof. Look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Is there something that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear. Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. What the fuck? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Did we stab him with the fucking fence again? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. This is a gamble. I think it's this. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. Fuck you. Is it the spear itself? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning's action. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. So someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence, you. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Or enter it. The victim suffered a massive boo-boo? He did. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Mr. Hammer killed? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Fuck you, Judge. Very well. Let us see this murder weapon then. I'm gonna try for this again. Look at this photo. That's Jackhammer sitting at the top of the stairs. Mr. Wright. What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Happened again. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Divaquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Hey, Kiki. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? I could use a man like you on my writing scripts, on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that the Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? In an evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? Hi, there was a van literally right there. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There was not enough time. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body. Please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget that it was Saul Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Saul Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had been placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. And don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Edgeworth. So what happens now? Don't me. You don't have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Hey, Jay. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Huh? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Miss Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure that question helped the court get any closer to a verdict. I'd like you to testify again. No one to give up, Mr. Wright? Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what's been said before, the truth. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. I'm so far only to fail. Mia, help! As it seems there's no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Very well, I see. I did. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense, Your Honor? I don't see anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want to hear about her testimony? What did you actually want to testify about? I like how Edward did the exact same thing we did. Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? You probably realized she did it too. but wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth is on our side. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. And then I went home. Alright, well there's her lie. Because she didn't do that. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a sec. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? It was a murder after all. Who would think of that? Who would think of rehearsing after that? Edgeworth? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there would be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She knew about the murder before she left. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Mr. Edgeworth, what you've just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking of changing of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Caleb Edgeworth is helping me. The prosecution's in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfect good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. Will the witness change her testimony to reflect this reason? I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Wrong tube. Wrong tube. Yeah. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Saul, he told me. Saul the director. I was with Saul and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers. Was she? Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says? Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yeah, you can expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? We discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at a location. No one else knows he was missing. Poor Powers. What do we have as evidence here? You asked to be left out? It seems that everyone else is questioned, and I'm not really fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved in this, thus they covered for us. Covered for you or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. What was everyone doing there? What was everyone else doing that during that time? No one said a thing. It was completely silent. We stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why's everyone so quiet? Everyone should do something to lighten things up. I don't know if I can keep pressing her on everything. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. Wasn't stuffing any bodies in any costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing bodies into any costumes? You should listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. The photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything I can use there. Huh, I pressed everything. I have to have the answer. You don't think... Don't say your honor. Damn it. Fuck. Is it the plate? Fuck. Chat? I don't want to redo the case. It's freaking awful. To Google? Nuh-uh. Walkthrough time. And this is a long fucking case, holy shit. Oh, is it? It was that? Really? Yep. Okay. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. Saul told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured and saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He's pretending to be Mr. Powers. After he put the Steel Samurai costume on. And then went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. Beryl, I didn't know you were streaming. How you doing, friendo? I didn't know you were streaming. Welcome in. I can't type very well. Doesn't exist. There we go. Oh, just stream, friendo. Welcome in, unit. That's what you thought Mr. Hammer would have been injured that morning. Witness. Can you refute this claim? I like Edgeworth. Stream was good. How am I? I'm doing alright. I think it's almost Lethal Company time. My mouth is broken. One sec. God damn it. There we go. I can talk again. How was Power World? You were playing with Suki and Panda, no? Yeah, so you sneak out of this one, Vickez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. And Twisty? I didn't know Twisty joined. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. It was fun. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it's unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can, Your Honor. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court the evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Do I have proof? This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident That's a fucking word. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. I wish this game had a friggin' log in it, because I keep pressing X too fast. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. Are we talking about we are talking about motives here. You've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer It's as if Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yeah, that's right. According to what you say. I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Oh, so we have evidence, right? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Rip. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Good job, team. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But I think he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I don't know. Right? We don't really have any evidence that would point as to why. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Take that! It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. Take that! But he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai. And so he hated you. I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai Manta outfit once more. And I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... He doesn't know. Oh, no. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! Hi, sir. We make a good team, huh? Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. No kidding. Huh? What? Did you see the sky today? Talk about blue. That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with you if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Really? Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. This is a really long episode. It was. We did like 4 hours yesterday, and we're doing like another hour and a half today. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't you ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? Well, for now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite the stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. They actually made the Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the... gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world will be ready for the real Will Powers. Will Powers is the Pink Princess. The end. That was a good one. I like that case. Penny wasn't the murderer? I bet you it was. Penny fucking... Penny passed it off, dude. All right. We're going to stop Ace Attorney there for the night, since that's the start of a new case. And then we'll pick it up tomorrow, and we'll play Lethal Company the rest of the night, I think. Or do you guys want to see the trailer for the next episode? Do we do the trailer? We'll have to watch it twice, because I'll have to watch it again when I reload my game. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, good. You're still logged in. You see the trailer? Go through it all. No, we'll watch the trailer. We'll see what it gets like. How this happens. It's been what, 15 years? Yeah, this is auto. I'm not gonna read this because it autos, so I can't read that fast. Nani? Merry Christmas. Edgeworth. Oh. Oh, I want to play the case so badly. No. No. We're waiting till tomorrow. We're waiting till tomorrow.